All right, you guys, this is it. This is the 5th annual Empire Builder box set sale, and this is different than every other year that I've ever done this, and this is quite simply the biggest amount of Amazon training ever packed into one unit ever, as far as I know, in the history of the world. I am packing a massive, massive, massive amount of Amazon training, some of it that has never been available anywhere before, and we'll get into that. Most of it is extremely rare, and you get this for a steal of a price, but here's the catch. There were only 100 copies of this being made, period. And you guys know, if you follow me, when I say something is gone, it's gone. When I say 100 copies, I mean 100 copies. So this is it. Honestly, you might not even want to watch this video and just hit that button and claim yours right now, because as you're watching this, people are buying it. And I have no idea when this is going to sell. It's sold out every single year that I've done. This is the 5th year. So, and this is by far the most appetizing package I've ever put together. So let me get into what you're about to get. And some of this stuff is so new, I don't even have it back from the printer yet. So I'll save the best stuff for last. So some of you guys may know I do webinars a few times a year. I get together, I send out an email, I get a bunch of people together, we do a live webinar, I teach a bunch of cool stuff totally for free, and then I take those recordings and I basically put them in a vault, and they're unavailable for anybody ever, okay? So what I did is I had these, my top 3 webinars, the best ones I've ever done, the ones I'm most proud of. I had them transcribed. I took the slides from the webinars and I put them in a book. And I have those books here, and I want to show you what this is, because I'm very, very excited to share this with you, because again, these webinars are super rare and they don't happen very often. So the first one is called Outsourcing Amazon, and the subtitle is a step-by-step system for automating the 3 hardest parts of your Amazon business. This is an actual book. You can see I put all the webinar slides in here. I had the webinar transcribed, and what we're going to learn in this book is 3 things. How to outsource your sourcing completely to other people, so books just simply show up at your doorstep and you don't have to do anything. I'm going to talk about how to outsource your pricing, which is one of those things I've never heard anyone talk about anywhere before. And I'm going to talk about how to outsource your prepping and shipping. So a complete system for outsourcing the 3 hardest parts of your Amazon business. Again, it's all right here in a paperback book. That's book number 1. Book number 2 is a webinar I did exactly 1 time. Don't ask me why I did it only once. I'm insane. It's called Book Sourcing Science, and I basically take the top 20 book categories and tell you specifically the top books you should be looking for in each category when you're outsourcing, and the top books to avoid. So I go through categories like what to look for in the fiction category, what to look for in the history category, what to look for in health and fitness, what to look for in reference, what to look for in romance, which most people think you should avoid, what to look for in cookbooks, computers. It's all right here, all the slides and the complete transcripts from this webinar that I only did 1 time. And it's basically how to spot value in the field before you pick up your scanner, how to know exactly what to scan. Next up is, without question, the most popular webinar I do. I do this maybe twice a year. It's called Textbook Annihilation, and it is a complete guide to profiting off of textbooks. I go deep into every facet of textbooks, including the part that people give me the most insane feedback about, which is what I call my university-centric sourcing model. Basically, 8 different places that you can source books on any university campus, and it's all right here. And you could probably screenshot this and actually get a lot of good stuff without even buying the box set. But anyway, this is everything here. How to price your textbooks, how to source textbooks, everything right here. Next book. And there's 7 books, you guys, so forgive me, but I want to make sure I let you know exactly what you're getting. Condition Hacking. This was a bonus that I gave away, an ebook, as an ebook, I think, like 4 years ago when I released my other book called Blind Spot Profits. This was like the bonus that came with it if you bought it in the first 5 days. And then I took the book away. It was available for 5 days only, and then it vanished. And I'm bringing it back into print, paperback version. This is every trick for increasing the value of your books in media using the secret art that I call condition hacking, which is essentially knowing how to repair books. Okay, so I go into basically every single trick there is. I walk through every single type of damage you can experience when you're as a bookseller and how to fix it. Okay, so how to get your books from acceptable condition to good condition to very good, how to take used books and actually turn them into new books. The most popular part of this book is my secret for actually removing highlighting from textbooks, which most people do not think is possible, but there is a way and it actually works. And you get it all right here. Don't ask me why this was only available for 5 days. I turned it into a video course later, but the book version, it was never released in a paperback version, and the ebook version was available for 5 days because I'm totally insane. So now we're getting into some even more rare stuff. How many of you guys recognize this? Probably almost none of you, because this was another book that was available as an ebook for 5 days only also. I think it might have actually come with this book. I don't even remember, but it's the subtitle is The Reseller's Guide for Getting Tons of Inventory Just for Asking. This is what I call social sourcing. Actually, I didn't invent the term, but this is what's called social sourcing, where basically the type of inventory that you can only get by actually talking to people, by actually communicating and negotiating with what I call book gatekeepers. So I walk through negotiation techniques, every type of social sourcing, every type of book gatekeeper, how to contact them, how to find them, how to negotiate with them, how to get massive amounts of books that you can only get just for asking. This is another book that's super rare. And again, I'm insane. I don't know why I don't keep this stuff in print, but you only get it in this box set. Now, I haven't even talked about the DVDs yet, and I haven't even gone through all the books, but I want you to know when I get to the end, I'm going to talk about the two best things, which is the DVD set that I'm actually going to include in this box set, and a book that is totally unreleased. It is 170 pages, an actual paperback book. And you're probably wondering, how can I have a 170-page book just laying around that I haven't published? And the answer is, because as I said, I'm insane. So, next up, Amazon Autopilot. I had to include this because I wanted to go old school, and this is a book that's sold somewhere like over 5,000 copies at this point, and a lot of people credit this for how they got into the Amazon bookselling business and the FBA business in general. And it is my complete guide. I sat down one day at a hotel that I was not staying at near my house that had a fire pit outside, and I said one day, it was actually 2 weeks, and I just knocked out this book. And it ended up being 170 pages, and I'm really proud of it. And this is the complete guide to launching an Amazon books and media selling business using Fulfillment by Amazon. I go into everything. There are parts that are a little outdated, like the fees and stuff that have changed, but I updated this about 18 months ago or so, and so it's mostly still current. And this is like my complete business model in one book, and this is the thing I'm most proud of anything I've ever done. So, next up, how many of you guys have this ebook? Okay, this is not that old, but it's never been put into print in paperback version, okay? And this is my book, Trade-in Arbitrage, on how to profit off of Amazon's trade-in program and book buyback sites. So this is a 50-page book, and I go into every trick there is to profiting off of trade-in arbitrage, which is essentially knowing what your prices are, knowing what your profit is before you spend a penny, locking those profits in, then buying at the cheap price, and then trading into Amazon or a cash buyback site and profiting the difference. So again, this is an ebook that's instantly, I think I gave away like 3,000 copies of this in the first couple weeks. And this is the first time it's been available in paperback. I actually made it available on Amazon like 3 weeks ago, but like no one's bought it. So you're basically the first to get this. Okay, so only time you're ever going to see that. All right, we saved the best for last. We got two more things. We've already covered like 6 or 7 books. We got 2 more things. One of them is a DVD set. One of them is a completely unreleased 170-page book. So here's what's about to happen when you get this box set. You're going to get a book that I'm calling Book Arbitrage, the Unreleased Inner Circle Transcripts. And I know that's a very lofty name, but it does live up to that. Let me tell you what it is. Once a month, I get together with members of my online book sourcing tool called Zen Arbitrage. We get together on a live webinar, and I take it very seriously. I put together a full slide presentation. We get together live, and I give a presentation usually between 30 and 60 minutes on some subject related to making more money on Amazon. Whether it's sales rank, whether it's the top mistakes that people make selling on Amazon, whether it's like how to use Keepa, like all this, we just get together and I give a formal presentation where I give my best stuff away in these webinars. And then the recordings are only available to Zen Arbitrage members, and the transcripts for people who like to read don't exist at all. Well, I had the entire first year of these webinars transcribed and put into bound into a 170-page book. This is not like I printed it off and like stapled. This is a full, like glossy bound book containing the first year of transcripts from these webinars that very few people, relatively speaking, have ever seen. This is the first time it's ever been available printed. So I'm really excited to share this with you. There's only going to be 100 copies ever made, and then it vanishes, okay? If this does not pay for this box set in and of itself 10 times over, I don't even know what you're doing, right? It's just so much information packed in, a lot of stuff I've never covered anywhere before, and I do live Q&A at the end of each presentation, and I had all the Q&A transcribed, and this is where people just pick my brain about my 10 plus years selling on Amazon and ask me questions about anything related to like sourcing, or like every facet of selling on Amazon is covered somewhere in the Q&A. And again, this is material I don't ever release or share anywhere else, so you get to see it. And again, super rare, 100 copies, and then it's gone. You could probably honestly sell this on Amazon for, I don't know how much, probably, I don't know, a significant amount, I'm guessing. But anyway, next up, How many of you know that I have a video course called Book Sourcing 1K in a Day? Let me tell you what this is. This is a course where I had someone film me, a friend, follow me around for an entire day of book sourcing and document every single thing frame by frame, where I'm simply, as I'm sourcing, narrating everything I'm doing, everything that's going through my mind, why I'm picking up some books, leaving most books behind. I'm just dumping my entire brain when it comes to the specific subject of sourcing onto the camera, into this course. We hit, I think, 8 or 9 sources in one day. It's 6 or 7 hours of footage. We hit 8 or 9 sources. And at the very end, I actually document. I take you in 90 days later and show you my Amazon account and show that we made over $1,000 in net profit in exactly what was documented in this video course. And it's not even really a course. It's more like a documentary where we're literally out in the field and going into thrift stores, going into libraries, going into dumpsters. And I released this as a DVD set for literally I think it was 2 months or something. And it was a 3 DVD set, right? Then I took the DVDs away and made it a fully online course. I'm bringing the DVDs back. You're actually getting the full 3 DVD set that has only been seen by, I don't know, I mean, as far as who has the DVDs, it's less than 1,000 people actually own the DVD version of this. And again, it was only available for a very short amount of time, maybe 4 years ago. And I'm bringing it back. So you get the 3, I don't even have them back from the printer yet, but you get 3 DVDs, shrink wrapped, this isn't some cheap burn copy. I actually had them fully produced in a factory. and so you get these in the box set, okay? So this is insane. I don't even know why you're watching this. While you're watching this video, people are buying this right now, and there's only 100 copies, and while you're watching me talk, these may actually sell out. So hit that button and just grab this thing. It's insane. It's the biggest PhD Amazon University in a box training set you could ever get anywhere. It is just so much stuff. Again, packed into a box set, DVDs, an unreleased book. I mean, this is what you're getting, you guys, and it's a steal of a price for what you're getting. Okay, so hit that button. But I'll say a few more things about this. Limited to 100 copies. And if somehow it does not sell out by the end of 5 days, I'm taking the offer off the table altogether. And I'm not. And you guys know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, when I say something's going away, it goes away. This isn't some cheap marketing gimmick. When it's gone, it's gone. It may be gone by now. I don't know. You won't know until you hit that button. If it's sold out, you'll get a weird screen. I'm sorry, but listen. This is it, you guys. This is the biggest thing I have ever done in terms of packing the most amount of information and training into one unit, and you get it right now. But again, 100 copies, and then this thing is gone. And here's the thing: I don't know. I have no crystal ball, but I'm guessing if you just bought this and then listed it on Amazon, that you could probably even make money off of this instantly. So this might I don't know, maybe potentially is a good online arbitrage move just to buy the box set and sell it. I don't know. But the point is, I put everything I've got into this, tons of rare stuff, DVDs, it's all here. Now is the time, and I want you to think ahead 5 days from now. Are you going to be wow, I had access and opportunity to buy the biggest amount of Amazon training ever packed into one place, as far as I know, and for a steal of a price, and I missed out on it. Well, this is that moment. So hit that button. Thanks for watching. And again, I'm not going to release some of this stuff ever again. So this is it, you guys.